Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, Rachel's Home and Garden. I am out here today working on the east side of my garden, trying to clean up some of my Agapanthus that has been overwintered that I have not gotten out here to prune yet this season. I didn't prune it last season because it was kind of smaller, but this season I've decided to come out here and kind of just give it a little rejuvenation prune, kind of clean it up because it kind of looks a little mangy, and I figured I would just bring you guys along with me. So I've already kind of started on the project. As you can see, I've done the first few here. So I've done this one, and this one. And once you clean it up, you can kind of see like how many bulbs you've truly got, like how many plants you could actually break these apart to make. And it looks like this will make about 3. So they have really doubled because I put 1 in each spot. So these are a really good performer for us here in Zone 8, South Alabama. They're everywhere. You can find them in, you know, the little parking lot flower beds. I mean, they work really well for us here, and they come back every year. They're hardy and they multiply like crazy. So usually you can buy 1 and you've got enough to last you if you can wait a few years and wait to divide them. So I planted just a row, well, 2 rows of them down this side bed here. And as you can see, I mean, there's yellowing and just kind of, I need to pine straw this area and just get it looking a lot better. So I will show you. Now, a big thing with Agapanthus is you want to be really careful because the sap that whenever you go to prune them, I'll show you the sap that comes out. It's very sticky. It almost looks like an aloe vera plant when you cut it, but it is not aloe vera. Like, be super careful. It will burn you. A lot of people are allergic to the sap. You know, if I get it on my hands, I just get up and go and wash my hands off just because I prefer not to wear gloves, but that's completely up to you. I would probably advise gloves. I'm just not a big glove wearer. Also, if you look down here up under, there's a bunch of just like dead old stuff I'm just gonna kind of pull out and just kind of get out of there because we don't want that. And a bunch of like leaves, and just kind of get everything away from the plant that doesn't need to be there. So I'm just going to kind of prop you up and show you exactly what I'm doing here. So anything that's like broken, I'm going to take out. So if you look down in here with me, you can see that this one's kind of broken up and stuff. So I'm just going to come down towards the bottom here and snip. And then, as you can see, there's the sap that comes out. It'll start oozing out, and that is the stuff you do not want to mess with. Like, it will burn. So it's just a clear sap, just like aloe vera, but it is not aloe vera. So I'm just going to continue doing that for all of these that are, you know, not looking so hot. Like this one had some brown on it, so I went ahead and cut that one off. Just kind of giving these a little rejuve here because they have a bunch of new growth right down here that's coming up. As you can see, it's really sticky sap too. Like, it's not good. But these also need some good fertilizer because they are kind of yellow. So I'm gonna fertilize them once I get them all pruned back, and then we will see how they're looking. So I'm just gonna continue pruning them back. So as you can see here, got my pruners, and I'm just gonna snip them back, and then all this stuff down below I'm just kind of cleaning up. I'll also prune this one back as well because it's not the prettiest thing. prune that one out. And then just kind of clean up here. And I'll probably only show you guys a couple of these because once you have seen it, it's pretty much self-explanatory on how to do it. It's pretty much just cut it at the bottom and you got it. So, so there's a couple here that are broken. I'm going to go ahead and take out as well. So there's one that's broken right there that I'm going to take out. And then there's another one that's a few leaves behind it that will also remove. Right, actually it's only one leaf behind, so I'm gonna lift that leaf up and then cut that one. And then there's actually a couple more. So some of these, you know, need more of a pruning than others. Like, I'll probably, honestly, I think I'm just going to cut back all of those that are laying on the ground there. I think that's going to be our best bet for making it look, you know, the best. So, just going to go ahead and cut all those back. And, ta-da! So see, now it looks so much better. Like I said, it does need some fertilizer, but it's got all the dead and the bad looking stuff out of it. So then I'm going to move up to this front one here. It also needs some help. They all really need help, but this is just going to give it more, you know, of a chance to really put more energy into growing better stems, and it will be starting to bloom soon, so I really want it to put all of its energy more so into that than into this old stuff. I would have done this sooner, but I just didn't have the time, and you know, it just, life just gets in the way sometimes. So this yellow one, I'm gonna keep it just because I really think like it's a good looking leaf. It's just yellow, so I really think a lot of these are somewhat yellow just because they really need some fertilizer, because I did not fertilize them this year like I typically do. So I'll probably just honestly throw some Miracle Grow on them and see how they do. Because usually I'll put like some compost or manure around the bottom of each of them, kind of like late winter, early spring, but because these never really die back, like they're pretty much a evergreen here. So I'll probably just throw on some Miracle Grow and just see how they do, and if the leaves, you know, don't go back to the green that they need to be, I'll probably come out and do a little more cutting and cut out the yellow. But I think this is going to be a really good look. I will do another video showing you the after. So I'll take a before and an after shot and post it as the title. But yes, if you want, like, these really put on a great show whenever they are blooming. They're a blue purple color, and they produce these ginormous blooms that honeybees and butterflies and just all the pollinators love. Also, bumblebees are all over them all the time. So I will post another video whenever they are blooming, and I also will post in the description box below the video of them whenever they were like flushed out and blooming from last season, because it was beautiful. So I will post that in the description box below, but I will continue on with this plant, and then, you know, from this point on, I feel like you've pretty much got the gist of what we're doing here. Just kind of cleaning up, taking out any of the dead stuff from the last couple seasons. And so I feel like after this, you're pretty much a pro at it. You'll be a pro at it. So I'll just snip, snip, snip. Okay. See, those were kind of just all dead looking, so I'm just gonna snip those all up. But it'll throw like some dead stuff out over the winter, but really they really do well for us here in our climate. So I've been really happy with this plant. I actually got all of these from my grandmother, who wanted them out of her yard, and I was really wanting some, and they're pretty pricey here just because, you know, all the sellers here know that once you have one, you pretty much have all you need. So they're not cheap. My grandma was nice enough to give me a lot of hers, and they have just really taken off, and I have really enjoyed them in the summer. And I enjoy their foliage year round, but in the summer, whenever they are blooming, it's just a miraculous show. And then I have some hostas down there that are the sun hostas. And then I also have a limelight hydrangea that's just starting to kind of flush out real good. But, you know, eventually whenever that gets real tall, because this is just an empty slate right here. So once that gets real tall, and then those hostas, you know, get, I think they get 2 foot tall, 4 foot wide. And I have a drift of 4 of them over there. That's just the front 2. So I think that the variegated leaves on those, and then the limelight hydrangea with the white lime green blooms, and then these Agapanthus that are blue, that it's almost like an allium bulb. Like, they go up real tall, and then it's just a sphere of just beautiful blooms. But I think it will be a really beautiful show. But I will show you guys whenever they bloom. I will do a tour and give you I will let you in on the beauty of it. But I think that is all I have for you today. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Please subscribe to my channel. I love whenever you guys subscribe, and, you know, cheer me on and help me through this journey, and just kind of walk through my gardening journey with me. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.